Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes Day by Day. This is the daily video series that I've been doing for over 6 days now. I was rendering some videos and I'm like, oh, day 600. Who knew? But yeah, we've been doing this for over 600 days of regular content where I just play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And on this one, this was originally a free-to-play account. And then Lightspeed bundles came out and bought some Lightspeed bundles. So it's no longer free to play. But I do have the other two accounts, the daily free to play account where I'm never spending any money that I'm totally playing dark side or primarily dark side. And then the other one that there should be a video, you may have seen it, but it talks about my light side free to play account and then a couple other accounts. But that's not what we're here to talk about. And yes, I realize that you're saying that I'm crazy because I have all these accounts. It's fine. If you hear a hum, it's because the heater's right here and it's going. I apologize. We'll try to take it out the best we can in post. Hopefully it's not too annoying. Thanks for being here, though. We got the lovely and talented, as well as I'm sure we'll talk about here in a second. But we're not there yet. But, you know, today's the 13th. Feels like the 26th or something, I'm sure. We got jump into GAC. That's fine. We get the whole title, Omega Fugitive. Interesting. We'll talk more about her. The Cavalry era. We will maybe talk about a little bit, potentially, that, hey, there's the Omega kit reveal. But I watched Arnold's video on, and I gotta say, General Syndulla is now in Chromium and shipment stuff. That's fun. Padawan Sabine 6E hard dark side. It's fine. I gotta say, if this new Bad Batch, as good as it's appearing, then it's like I think it's going to end up being what people wanted from the original Bad Batch team, and I think that's what CG is doing with it. Is they're like, okay, we know that the first Bad Batch team we came out with, it was a little underwhelming, and we're sort of doing a mea culpa. Got another piece of Mara Jade here. That's good. And the mea culpa being, hey, we mucked up. Please forgive us. All that lovely stuff. Hey, we're done. We got these computer keypads, and so all we need is these prototype these datapad prototype salvages. We need about 37 more, give or take. But we're gonna start working on that, of course, and that'll be fine. But yeah, based upon what, and she has a GAC Omicron, and of course Arnold's like, oh my gosh, this is speaking my language. If she was a TB or a TW or whatever Omicron, we wouldn't even be talking about it. But because it's and I think CG knew it, that the character that needed to release first was the one with the GAC Omicron, because they know that that's what, for better or worse, pays the bills. But I'm betting that somebody will have a TW, somebody will have a Conquest Omicron. I'm betting that they'll have their own assault battle at some point. And it's I think that's the way to start the year with hey, this is the Bad Batch team we wanted, that we thought we were getting originally, and that we always wanted. And because we're now got it, we will reward UCG with thousands and millions of dollars, or whatever that word is. But yeah, I think that the players will reward CG with, hey, Here's my money. Please come and take it. I need Omega. I need Batcher. I need Wrecker. I need Crosshair, and I need Wrecker and Hunter. And I would be flabbergasted if Crosshair isn't the final character to be revealed. I think it's a pretty safe bet that Batcher will be the second character that we get, because they've already talked about it. And I think that's kind of what they wanted. They want, Omega and Batcher together, and then Hunter and Wrecker together, and then Crosshair will be last, because it's like, yeah, we're finally getting Crosshair. And don't be surprised if they kind of measure expectations with Batcher and Wrecker and Hunter, and then when Crosshair comes out, that they just go, here you go. This is the Crosshair that you've always wanted. And I'm happy. I'm happy that's coming. And I think a lot of people will take a look at it, especially, I feel like they want to start this. I feel like they're going to start this year with a bang, just to get people super excited. And, hopefully they'll manage to keep the expectations up. We have no idea what's coming after. Arnold was like, I thought this whole team was going to be mercenaries, but apparently, at least, and we don't know if they're going to actually have the tag, but Hunter and Wrecker are Hunter mercenary and Wrecker mercenary. Does that actually mean that they're Hey, look, I won by 2. Sweet. Still came in 5th, but I won by 2. Gee, see you. Okay. I played it. Doesn't mean I enjoyed it, but I played it. And hey, and I actually did, and I actually won. So, that's more than I wanted to do. So, keep that in mind. But yeah. And I wouldn't, and I they say that they're not going to use it for a legendary. They may not. And to be honest, they've done quite a few of those squads where they're like, hey, we're not doing anything. Hey, we're not doing any of these squads, because the Gungans were that way. The Mommy Mandalore was that way. Cal was that way. Of course, Mommy Mandalore and Cal and the Gungans have other things that they were built for. And I don't get, it's going to be interesting to see will this new Bad Batch have a similar bent to like the Gungans for the raid, and like Jedi Cal for Rise of the Empire, and like Mommy Mandalore for Rise of the Empire. That's going to be, to a certain extent, I guess the Inquisitors were that way. Not that you needed them for Rise of the Empire, but just, for you needed them to get Riva. So, we'll see. 4, okay, that's fine. But yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic about this Bad Batch team. And low key, if I can just say this, I'm kind of trying to see if it's feasible for me to do this on some level, for me to do it on some level. Obviously, probably not right now, because I think for this account, I think we need to stay on a target. We need to just stay on target. It's basically the best way to say it. And just keep going, keep doing what we're doing, keep moving in the direction that we're moving in, and when we get there, we'll be there type thing. And that's really, I mean, that might sound cliche or whatever, but that's where I am. It's like, let's just keep doing what we're doing, keep our head down, let's just keep moving forward, and we'll see what happens when we get to the other side. But so I know I've talked about this, but I'm really trying to cement and nail down directions. I asked for help. Yeah, I don't know if it was in the Hyperlight update that I did recently, or the light side free to play account that I did recently, where I'm like, I'm not sure where to go. No, it wasn't the light side, because I do think of the Hyperlight now that I'm thinking about it. But as I look at my account, obviously closing in, probably a couple of days from being done with Mara. And then after Mara, we have Shreya and Revan right here at Gear 12. And then, if we do these, if we just take out Shreya and Revan, and then we come back for Padawan and for Obi-Wan and Master Qui-Gon, those are probably going to take us, I don't know. I think we can safely say that that Mara and these other 4 characters will take us probably to May to finish. Maybe we'll get done a little sooner. But then, we are still looking at we are still looking for a Nihilus. We are still looking for Sith Empire Trooper. We are looking for Marauder. We are looking for Scion. We still have to do Malik. And it's like, and this is, and then there's Hermit Yoda, and then this is all building up to, hey, we're going for Leia. So these are all people that I'm wanting to get done before I go for Leia. But it's like you look at it, and this is what, 10. If we don't move, if I just bring Anakin up to 1 and I'd leave him there, which I could do, which I might do. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 11 characters. And 11 characters, that's going to put us just getting through these 11 characters. That's going to put us December. If it takes us a month per character to relic them up. And as you see, it's like because there's a certain amount of, cost benefit when you're just farming something, because we just did gear, that means we didn't get character shards, because we need character shards for Nihilus, who's on a node, and then Scion's on a node, and then Trooper and Marauder are in Cantina. But then at some point you gotta hit a cutoff, and so we really need to push to get done with Empire Trooper and Marauder, so we can start stacking signal data. But I mean, other than that, we just keep pushing, and I'm like thinking, is there a place that really makes sense to do a cutoff and just go and just take a breath? And it's like, I don't know, because these 11 characters is like, okay, Mara, because she's Mara. We can agree. Everybody knows how I feel about Mara. The Poncho Bros, because they're Poncho Bros, they have their own assault battle. So I got that. Traya, Revan, Sith Empire Trooper, Nihilus, Marauder, Scion, Malik are all, they're all part of either the Dark Side Assault battle or just the Sith Empire team in general. Plus, they do kind of move us in Leviathan direction. And the Hermit Yoda, obviously, we need for Jedi Knight Luke, which, he's the last. We've got Han, we've got Leia, we've got Wampa. I think we've got everybody that we need for Hermit Yoda to get us to Jedi Knight Luke. And so, I mean, it's really self-explanatory. And so there's no, it's like, I don't know what the answer is. It's like, okay, do I stop and just farm Nihilus? And then once I farm Nihilus, I go and gear somebody up. And then once I finish gearing them up, then I come back and do Scion. And then once we get Scion farmed up, then I come and gear somebody else up. Or do I gear everybody up and then I come back and do Nihilus? And it's like, Newt says always be sharding. So that's why when I remember to, I go in here, I come in here, I look at this, I'm like, oh, Nihilus, click, Sith Empire Trooper, click, and that's because Newt's thing is always be sharding. You should always be sharding, working on shards for somebody. But then again, that does take away gearing prospects. But, that's probably minor details. But just know that there's a big likelihood, a bigger than I want to have likelihood, that if we do just stick to these 11, and if we can't have them done by December or this time next year, that's fine. Because then we will have all these characters done. We will have them all relicked, because I'm promising you, I'm not going to start Cantina farming anybody else after I get done with Sith Empire Trooper and Sith Marauder. The rest of the time, after you see me finish Sith Empire Trooper and Sith Marauder, the rest of the year is going to be shards. Hopefully. I'm never going to say never, because there's always a chance if they bring out a banger and it makes sense for a Cantina, like the Poncho Bros. It made sense to go after. They were not on my list. And then it's like, oh, they're here, they're Cantina, they're 2 members, they have their own assault battle. It works. If they put the Bad Batch in Cantina and there's assault battle, I realize that's 5 members of a team instead of 2. But if it makes enough sense, we might have to look at it. But obviously, the earliest Omega could hit anywhere would be the beginning of March, probably, before she would enter farmable status outside of packs you can buy. So, and what are the odds that we get done with Sith Empire Trooper and Sith Marauder by, the beginning of March? I think they're pretty good. I think we're probably, we could be a week or 2 from finishing Imperial Trooper, and then Marauder's a little bit more of a guess at this point, because I'm not quite sure. So he could take a little bit longer, but ideally, I'm not hoping that. But yeah, I'm, these 11 characters, and then, my friends, let not your heart be troubled, because then it becomes literally this list of, hey, we're finishing We're finishing these guys. We're finishing these guys. We're finishing these guys. We're finishing these guys. And then it's Rogue to 3, Rogue to 3, Giran Rogue to 3. He's done. Rogue to 5, Rogue to 5. She's done. He's done. Rogue to 7, Rogue to 7. Finish acquiring and Rogue to 7. Rogue to 7, Rogue to 7. Finish Rogue to 7, Rogue to 7. And, or actually Rogue to 8, I think. And then it's Leia. So, so it's going to take us, if the pattern holds and if I don't change it, it's going to take us the rest of the year to finish the 11 tunes that I'm working on now. And then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more months before we're at Leia. I don't know. But there is kind of a thing that just says, hey, why don't you go get Leia and save these other guys for later? I mean, that's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. But no matter what we decide, if we just, because we could, just decide to go get Leia, but then, we do need these characters because either way. But choosing a definitive direction is something that I'm struggling with right now. And, if you've been following my channel for a long time, you know that in Thanksgiving, the word I was given was make space. And then our church theme for this year is all in. And then another person I trust was like, lead. So it means make space by going all in and lead. So we're getting there. So this is not just not a fun and games. We're thinking through stuff. We'll get there eventually. Anyway, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate your time. Appreciate you. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you know what to do. As always, make sure you hold the line, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.